Video streaming. Are you using Amazon Fire Stick? Are you using Apple TV? Or are you using a Roku? Today we're going to cover the advantages and disadvantages of all three of these. So stick with us. First of all, Amazon Fire Stick comes in two different versions. It's a 1080p non-4K version for $29.99. The 4K version is $39.99. This is a Bluetooth remote control. This device likely is going to be plugged into the back of your TV. It's why it's Bluetooth. It does not have to be line of sight. It does not have to see this device. It's behind there. Next is Roku. These price range between $39.99 and $99.99, so like $100. This one's, again, a non-4K infrared remote control, so this device has to be placed where this remote control can actually see it. Okay, that's Roku. Apple TV has a premium price simply because, you know, Apple are pretty proud of their products, and they're actually very, very good products, is likely what we end up recommending. But the non-4K 32 gigabyte machine is $149.99. There's a 4K version of the same storage, and it's $179.99. And then you've got a 4K 64 gigabyte storage machine, and it's $199.99. They all come with the same remote control, and they all look the same. That's one thing that Apple does very good, is pretty much keeps their design very simple, and they all look the same. Today we're going to unpack Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire Stick. We don't have a new Amazon Fire Stick, so we'll just have the accessories and it listed here. I do have an example of a first generation to a third generation Apple TV. So when we open the Roku TV, you'll notice that we've got some accessories here, and these are the connection cords that we've got. Comes with an HDMI cable. It's pretty short, and then the power cord as well. You'll notice that a lot of these come with these power supplies that will plug into the wall, and you've got a cord that plugs into it along with the Fire Stick or the Roku, because they're so stinking small. You'll notice that they're really small there. So the Apple TV comes with, you'll notice again, it's an actual player itself. It will not come with a power supply like that, because you actually plug a power cord right into the back of it. Let me show you that. It comes with a normal power cord because you plug it directly in the back of that. And then of course it comes with the remote control. Smart remote control that has Siri built in. And then you could plug it into the wall. But believe it or not, what's very, very convenient about this, and some people don't actually know this, but on the back of your TV, you actually have a 5-volt power supply built into the back of your TV. So if you're actually going to use this and either Velcro it to the back of the TV or keep it close to your television, you can actually plug this into the USB on your television, and it will power this device. So that's really nice and convenient. This particular model, which ends up being the Roku Premier, this remote control is infrared, so it does have to see this device, okay, for it to work. So this is an infrared remote control, and so you have to leave this in an area where you can actually hit this with the remote control, all right? So it comes with the batteries and the power supply. Apple TV, however, comes with a smart remote control that has Siri built in. What that means is that you can actually push a button, speak into it, and actually search for different items. One thing that I want to cover right now, why do I have two Apple TVs laying here? If you notice, this one is shorter and this one is thicker. For those of you that do own Apple TVs, this is a generation 1 through 3, okay? And this is a generation 4 and 5. Right now we're in a 5th generation Apple TV. Comes in both high definition and 4K. But this is limited to the applications that is on it already. These you can download all the apps you want to, just like the App Store as they come along. Amazon Fire Stick, again, is created by Amazon. It has a paired remote control. If you notice, it is built to actually slide into the back of your TV, so inevitably you can actually have it in line of sight. So it's wise for them to make a Bluetooth remote control so that you can operate this, because a lot of times this is sitting behind your television. One thing that you're going to find on the Apple TV is on the back end, there's actually 3 connections. There's the power, there's the HDMI, and there's an Ethernet connection. Ethernet connection is for you to plug a Cat 5 or a Cat 6 cable directly into it from your router or a switch. What that's going to do is connect this directly to your network. If you notice on the Roku, there is just the power connection and the HDMI connection. So you're forced to connect this through Wi-Fi, okay? Same with the Amazon Fire Stick. If you notice, again, technically the power and the HDMI connection is what we're actually talking about. It's gonna go right into your TV. There is a $15 accessory that does connect to this item, which does give you the Ethernet connection, okay? What is the benefit of actually connecting it with an Ethernet connection? Well, that's connected to your network wired, and you are not connecting to your Wi-Fi. What else is on your Wi-Fi? All of your cell phones, of course your cell phones, your tablets, all of those kids on social media, you watching your Facebook, all that good stuff, whenever they're complaining about it being slow. If you don't allow these devices, which are taking up a lot of bandwidth because of video streaming. So with this and with the Amazon Fire Stick without the accessory, those are on Wi-Fi. These can be connected with an Ethernet cable, okay? But if they're not close to your router or a switch, or if you don't have somebody run an Ethernet cable to here, you still will connect these with the Wi-Fi. This is the Amazon Fire Stick's user interface. Again, very nice user interface. If you notice, Apple TV is available, Netflix, Amazon Prime Video. Very, very similar to other items. I'll tell you something, that if you are an Amazon Alexa user and a big fan, I would probably recommend getting an Amazon Fire Stick because they do coincide. The remote control has also a feature that you do call Alexa to find you items on the screen, find different things to watch, maybe even to listen to. So I wanted to give you a look at Roku's user interface as well. You're going to see a lot of the same applications, Netflix, Hulu. If you notice, Apple TV is available on this as well. Sneak over here and show you that Disney Plus is available as well. Roku, again, if you remember, is the next lowest entry point for $39.99. You can get a user interface like this, a remote control. This one is infrared. It's not, this particular one is not Bluetooth because that device needs to be set where this remote can see it. But nevertheless, I don't use Roku that much, but I still wanted to give you the user interface look to it. For those of you that actually own an Apple TV and you're wondering if you have a first through third generation or a fourth and fifth generation, that's when they change dramatically. You can look at your user interface. If you look at your user interface and you do not see an app store, that should be a blue icon that looks like an A for the app store, you have a first through third generation. Also, if you go to the settings tab and look inside the main menu, this is actually the applications that have been preloaded back in the day that you can either hide or show. If you show them, they will show up on that first screen, or if you have them hidden, they won't show up on the screen. So now we're looking at the fifth generation Apple TV. If you notice, the background is very, very active. It's got a new look to it. Again, like I told you before, what you're going to find is the App Store here. This is where you go and download other applications, a lot like your tablets and your phones. Applications that it doesn't have, you can go add by just searching for an application or downloading some of the most popular ones. As you can see here, these that are available. But I'm going to go back to the main user interface here and show you that I've got Disney Plus, YouTube, ESPN. I think Trailers is unique to Apple TV. That's where you can view different movies that are either out on the market right now or that are coming soon. I'm going to just sort it by all, and I can run a preview of a movie that's either at the theaters or that is out right now, either on digital format or at the theaters or coming soon. What I'd like to show you now as well is, being an iPhone user myself, an Apple iPhone user, something that I really, really like about pairing my phone with the Apple TV is the ability to mirror my screen. So I'm going to simply go to my screen mirroring feature, choose the Apple TV that I'd like to mirror it to, and as you can see, my phone is now mirrored on the TV. So if I just get into it, and if I wanted to open my Facebook, and if there was a video or something like that that I wanted to see, it's got to be somewhere. Or you know what I'm going to do, just so I can show you, is I'm going to play some, like say, YouTube content. And you'll see that it looks like my phone now, but if I do turn it after I am watching it, let's just watch this guy run. Of course, we're going to run into an ad. But you can see that it's playing full screen using my phone, simply because I'm mirroring this, and it's a very, very seamless segue, because this is an iPhone used with an Apple TV. That's a huge advantage of pairing these two devices. I'm not sure if you can see this, but I'm going to hit mirror. I'm going to tell it to stop mirroring, and it should be going back to the display. Well, I hope you enjoyed us talking about the media streaming devices. I'm going to summarize. We've gone over Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, Fire TV, and then Amazon does have a Fire Cube as well that I'm going to actually discuss. Apple TV's pricing, I'm going to go over the pricing first. If you remember, they stretch between $150 for a non-4K version up to a $200 device that will be 4K and 64 gigabytes worth of memory. Roku TV fluctuates between $40 for their entry-level piece and $99, $100 basically, for their higher end piece. Amazon Fire Stick, just that stick that we were talking about, ranges from $30 to $40, non-4K and a 4K device. And then the Fire Cube is $120. Much of the same features, but again, it's a device that has an Ethernet connection on the back of it, similar to Apple TV and Roku's higher end machines. So that's the difference there. My personal opinion as far as user interface, I'm going to rank them. Apple TV is number 1. Fire TV and Fire Cube, because they're the same user interface, is number 2, and then Roku TV is number 3. Okay, that's how I personally rank them. As far as being application or app friendly, I rank them all as a tie, because in this day and age, pretty much all of the applications are available on all the platforms. So I really hope you've enjoyed joining us today. We've sure enjoyed you. If you have any topics that you would like for us to discuss, just put them in the comment section. Smash that subscribe button and smash the like button as well. Thanks for joining me, Pedro Sound by Design, owner and operator of Sound by Design and Safe and Sound. Catch you later.